and gone past the weatherman, so believe me, he's out of the way now. But Barbara's behind me at 25 degrees, and I think she's going to make it. I do. It's still climbing, plenty of day to go. Believe me, 20 minutes after 11 o'clock, heaps of day to go. It's Thursday, April the 8th, and believe me, we are the future for some people. Now, I got to welcome along everybody that's joining us on Facebook Live right now. Thank you for joining us back here at Galaxy. But we're staying in Alberta, Canada. Yes, before we were at the Calgary Zoo, of all places. We really were. Catching up with Kim Thompson right now. And it is an honour to catch up with Cole Malone right here at Galaxy. But first of all, let me do this first.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 21 after 11 o'clock, 23 degrees. Not bad. It's muggy, actually. It really, really is. Thursday, April the 8th. And Tina, Lou, nice to have you back again, Tina. And say hi to the darling angel for me, won't you? Yeah, really, really cool. And we're getting that in the mail for you, that record. We are, believe me. I was talking to Dispatch this morning, so believe me, it's happening. It really is. Now, I'm going to introduce you all to Cole Malone, but for you guys that are going to be watching it a little later on YouTube, you know what to do, right? You do, you really, really do. Sub, thumb, bell. Bell because notifications when we have important people like Cole Malone join us. You're right here at Galaxy. Check this out. Here is Cole Malone, and next to me, how you feeling, Cole? You okay?
Oh, I'm good, man.
Nice. Nice. How many countries? 76 countries and 118 cities around the world right now joining us.
Oh, that's it, eh? Oh.
Yes. We're trying to get up to 200 cities, we are, but, you know, 118 is not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, eh? You guys are doing an amazing job. Absolutely, this is mind-blowing. This is great. I love it.
It's because of people like you that, well, and I've got to say this, my friend, if it wasn't for artists writing songs and doing interviews with us, damn, I wouldn't have a job.
Oh, man. You know what? And it's so cool that, you know, one thing I kind of realized as I'm getting older is when people chase their dream, I get to chase mine.
There you go.
So, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, I say thank you to everybody because everybody has a story and they've battled to get to where they are to this moment in time.
Exactly,
so,
exactly.
And
by the way, you're a big. I'm a big fan of yours right off the bat because all the vinyl in the background there. I'm a fan of vinyl.
Ah, see, yeah. When I was growing up, my mom always had 2 giant boxes of vinyl in our house, okay. And we never had a record player.
Hold on.
Yep.
I was talking to a Canadian band coming out of Toronto about a couple of weeks ago, and they're called Gregory Childs and Heartland. And he said to me, I'm releasing my songs on a 45, front and back.
Whoa, look at that. Oh, that's amazing. I gotta do some pressing.
I tell you what, give Barbara your address and I'll send you a copy.
Oh, I am going to, absolutely. I'm going to get some singles pressed. I should do that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the trend. It's coming back. It really is. Yeah. Let's go live to the desk, my friend. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, you betcha.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today I'm absolutely elated. I really, really am, because I'm talking to Cole Malone, And I'll let you know that I'm finding it rather hard these mornings in the breakfast show to be able to get through a breakfast show without playing at least one, two, maybe three Cole Malones. Believe me, it's happening. It's based on requests. And next to me, so far, 1,699 requests and climbing. It really is. So believe me, it is getting there. And I'm really, really honoured to introduce you and the rest of the world to Cole Malone, coming out of Alberta, Canada. Good morning, Cole. Oh, good afternoon over there.
Yeah, and good morning to you. Hey?
It is an absolute pleasure to catch up with you, my friend. Loving the axes too, by the way.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's my collection there in the back. And pleasure to talk to you. It's an honor. I know we've been kind of chatting back and forth online, so this is great. Thank you for having me.
Well, it is, believe me, all the pleasure is mine right now, because I got to let you know I'm an engineer as well as a DJ, not only front of house, but recording engineer. Have been for almost 40 years now, I got to be honest, showing my age. And I've not only had the pleasure of working with some of the best bands in the world, but also recording some of the best in the world, not only New Zealand talent, but international as well. It isn't often that I find a band that I get excited about, okay? So believe me, when I very first heard Cole Malone, I flipped. I loved it. Now, as an engineer, I don't listen to music as a fan would. I kind of break it down in its increments, try and work out how it was done, you know, the formula behind your engineer, behind your producer, all that sort of stuff, how it was mastered. I can't fault this work. Where did you get it done?
Oh, that's easy. MCC Recording Studio in Calgary, Alberta. And every one of my songs have been done there. Johnny Gasparic is the gentleman's name. He's the producer. He's also does the guitars. And on Next to Me, he did like the guitars, the banjos. He did the bass. He did everything for it. So Johnny, MCC in Calgary, Alberta, they're amazing.
Very, very cool. Glad you gave it a plug too. Now, glad you mentioned Next to Me because that's what we opened the show up with. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about it. Give me a hint on the lyrics. Let's tell the world what the lyrics were all about.
Oh, and you see, it's kind of funny because naturally when I write songs, I'm kind of a darker songwriter, so my lyrics come out about breakups and it's dark. I was writing one Saturday morning in my office here that I'm in, and I went out to the kitchen and my wife said to me, can you please just write a song that is happy? So I said, you know what, I'm going to. So I went back in and I said, I'm gonna write a song about her because she makes me a better person. And the sun was coming through the window, and that's what started it. So I just kind of went from there and wrote a song for my wife on a challenge from my wife.
Well, you know what, bordering on, and since we've been playing your music, 1,700 requests for your song, that's phenomenal, and believe me, it is growing every day. We play you in a number of different shows here at Galaxy, we really, really do, and honoured to do so, we really are. And at the same time, I got to ask you, I got a fan question for you. As a fan, how do we get hold of you, Cole? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, Cole, do you respond?
I do, yes. I do my best to respond, and I'm on almost all of them. So, yes, at Cole Malone Music on Instagram, and it's Cole Malone Musician on Facebook. So there's a bit of a change there. And on Twitter, it's at CBM82. So that's a little bit of a difference. But I kind of use Twitter to track my hockey stuff. I'm a hockey fan. So, but by all means, please, I would love as many people to follow me. I just love people. I love reaching out to people, talking to people, and connecting. So, you know, I would love to speak with anybody. Yeah. Very,
very cool. Now, I see you got a flag in the background. I take it that's of your favourite team.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That is my Ottawa Senators. They're an NHL hockey team. I grew up just outside of Ottawa, and I've been loving them since the kid. So it's music, my family, and the Ottawa Senators.
There you go. There you go. I like a man who has his priorities. I really, really do. We here in New Zealand, we're not ice hockey kind of people. We're rugby union, if you know what I mean. And
yeah, I'm going to check it out.
yeah, I think Barbara's going to send you some information. The best team in the world, we think, literally, and have been world champions up until the last, well, we got robbed. Got to be honest with you. The last world champs, it was being held in Tokyo, and
Okay.
it got hit by a typhoon.
What?
Yeah,
Oh.
and then it came down to, let's be PC about things. And before you know it, we weren't the champions anymore, which was really, really upsetting. But we have the All Blacks, Australia, that country over the other side of the ditch from us.
Yeah.
You know, the guys, it's like ice hockey. You Canadians and Americans, you love-hate kind of deal. Same with Australia. We love to hate Australia, we do. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and believe me, we're going to ask you to come to New Zealand. I want you to consider this as we go through the show. We'll even share you with Australia, but only because we like their money, right?
I like that. And I would love to go to New Zealand. Honestly, it is on my bucket list. It has been,
Well,
a dream.
Keep that thought in mind as we go through this. You never know, as we go through this, you might want to change your mind as well, to be honest with you. Because I got to let you know, Cole, we're kind of crazy here in New Zealand.
Well, you are.
Love it.
Yeah, and believe me, I'm a big ambassador for crazy.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I got to let you know, they don't let me out of here often.
Say this, keep you locked up in the studio. Right?
Yeah, absolutely, they do. Especially when I come out with questions like vegan sauce. Are you a vegan?
Am I pardon me?
Are you a vegan?
A vegan?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, I'm definitely not a vegan.
Okay, because I've got a couple of questions for vegans. I really, really do. And I've been trying to find one that I can talk to about it. Like, for instance, Cole, have you ever tried a vegan sausage?
A vegan sausage? Well, I guess a Beyond Meat sausage. That's what we have here. So it's, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, are they made of real vegans?
Jeez, I hope not. Hey, oh no.
Okay,
Oh,
well, Cole.
Beyond Meat, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. What is it? Yeah, is it plant friendly? Did you run a plant across it first? Just imagine this, my friend. You get a couple of vegans at the pub on a Friday night, right?
Yeah.
And they start getting into a little bit of a disagreement. They go out to the car park, have a bit of a knuckle up. Is it still called having a beef?
Well, geez, I don't know. I don't know. You got me on that one. Yeah, I don't know if there's many vegetables that you can say that's kind of, mean sounding.
Yeah, exactly. Let us talk about it. Something like that. I get it.
Go outside and have a celery.
Yeah, exactly. Spring onion time. It really is. Well, I'll tell you what, if you get slapped across the face, is that getting hit in the chops?
Yeah? Oh my God. Man, this is good. I like this.
Nice.
Thanks, Uncle.
Well, I tell you what, if the wife heard that, there ain't no way she's coming back, I tell you. Good segue. Tell me about Ain't No Way She's Coming Back.
Yeah, so that's that song I wrote about a year ago, 2 years ago now, with a fellow Canadian artist, Dan Davidson. And I had this idea just stuck in my head. And sometimes this happens, right? Just, there ain't no way she's coming back. And it just stuck there. And I had a riff and I had that line and I couldn't get it much further. So I had the opportunity to write with Dan. And Dan, if you haven't talked to Dan or if you haven't listened to Dan Davidson, you need to, because this man is incredibly talented. And he just, we worked together in that song, and it turned out to be, Ain't No Way She's Coming Back. And what I was trying to do ultimately was, write a song that is about kind of heartbreak, but a lighter side of it. Right? It's a little bit, you know what, yeah, I've done some stuff, I made some mistakes, but there ain't no way she's coming back. So, kind of a little bit of a lighter feel on it. So I think we did that. Something that gets people up on the floor, will get you dancing, get you moving, but at the same time have a really cool meaning behind it. So, yeah.
We've known Dan for, almost about 4 or 5 years now. We really, really have. Very talented man. You're very, very right. Great producer as well. Absolute stunning producer. He really, really is. Lucky man to have Dan with you. I've got to be honest with you. That puts marks right up there, it really does with me. And this literally was the very first Cole Malone song that I heard. And there's a story to it, I'll let you know the story as we go through. Here is Ain't No Way, she's coming back at Galaxy. Cole, the story is quite simply this. It's not easy getting an interview here at Galaxy or played here at Galaxy. Barbara gets about 30 to 50 bands a day wanting to do this. We get inundated like crazy. Barbara whittles that down to something manageable and then takes that to production, and Barbara sort of whittles that down again because we only have a certain amount of time in the week to do these.
Hi, Cheryl.
Yeah.
To be honest, right?
Thank you for joining
Then it's got to go past the board. Now, any given board
Hi,
meeting,
Dan.
it could be 8 or 12 people,
And
you know what I mean?
everyone
None of them work for radio. They all have their own ideas, and that's the way we like it, is that they know nothing about radio,
here
but
we go.
their only concern is it's got to be good. It's
Yeah.
our image, you know what I mean? If they go,
Yeah.
it's got to be on our image. So this music of yours ticked all those boxes.
Yeah, and thank you to Cheryl.
Amazing.
And I'm just going to say that as well.
She's
Then-
online.
Then, and Dan Washbourne's joining us as well. Nice to have you on board, Cheryl. I'm going to have a little chat to you. The thing is this, Cole. When it comes to me, Barbara gives it to me on a USB device, and I play it in my car.
Hey,
Now, for two
Cheryl.
reasons. I got a kick-ass stereo in my car, I got to be honest.
Yeah. Love it.
But the first reason is nobody can influence me on whether I want to do the interview. Fair call? And believe me, everybody going, yeah. Sometimes it doesn't work out so well. The
Right.
other reason is, well, nobody wants to drive with me.
And that's true.
Oh, no. Oh, we are a good driver. I believe in you.
Well, you know, hey, they kind of think going sideways is weird.
I'm used to that.
Barbara's used to it. Her son's a champion car racer. Literally.
way.
Yeah, way. Not only her son, but her grandson. Champions.
It's making me sound
Literally.
old.
I come from a racing
Grandson.
family as well. We're just not champions.
Nice. Well, literally, I listen to you in my car and go out bush because we're surrounded by forestry. I know where they
Okay.
keep the keys, so I go out through the fire breaks, everything like that.
Where I live the same.
Ain't No Way She's Coming Back was the first song I heard. That sold me right there.
Oh man, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Really,
That's-
that means a lot.
That's the truth. Let's go back to the desk.
Ain't no way that she's coming back. Ain't no way that she's coming back. Ain't no way that she's coming back. Galaxy.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. 22 away from 12 o'clock, lunchtime, noon, and 22 degrees. Not bad, actually. Back down to what the weatherman says. Hopefully we've got a little bit more of a day to go before it gets to 24. It's not going to make 25. Don't worry about Barbara's prediction. I'm going to win today. Right? Absolutely. And believe me, I'm absolutely elated to be joined today, coming out of Alberta, Canada, by Cole Malone. And I want to thank Cheryl Schofield for putting us in touch with Cole, believe me. Cheryl, we love you. We really, really do. Keep them coming. If you've got talent like Cole Malone, I'm never going to be unemployed. Ever. I really aren't, because I'm loving this. I really, really am. And Ain't No Way She's Coming Back was literally the very first song that I heard of Cole Malone's, and just sold me right there. I told him the story, I really did, and it's a true story. Now, at the same time, I did ask you, Cole, if you'd be interested or even entertain the thought of coming down here, down under to New Zealand, to the Antipodes, maybe about 4 shows here in New Zealand, say 8 shows in Australia, because as I said, we like their money.
Yeah.
You know, well, we might have to bring you back after Australia just to desensitize you a little bit. But, you know, we're a little crazy down here. I hope you are up for a bit of shenanigans.
I'm ready. I am so ready. that would be a dream come true of mine to go over there and play shows. You know, just to go there. I grew up, I read Lord of the Rings, watched Lord of the Rings, and got obsessed with that type of stuff. So that kind of led me to loving New Zealand. So, yeah, I would love to. That'd be an honor.
Well, here's one for you. Here's one for you, just to put in your back pocket right now. Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson, the producer of it. I went to university with him. He's a friend of mine.
No way.
And I struggle to call him Sir Paul. Nah, he's Pete. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That seriously, like I can't tell you how many times I watched those movies growing up.
Yeah, believe me, I all the time. He used to say to me, "My name's Peter Jackson." I went, "Yeah, I know it is." He goes, "Why do you call me Paul?" I says, "Because it's funny."
Yeah, man, I love you. You're so awesome. Oh, this is good.
Well, where we are right here in our studios here at Galaxy, an hour and a half's drive away is literally the original set of Hobbiton. We'll take you there and show you around.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, yep, down. Yep, it's happening. Let's get this booked.
We'll get you down to Middle Earth. Yeah, we really, really will. But in the meantime, have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
No.
Okay, well, this is a tradition we do here. Believe me, the indigenous folks of New Zealand, the Maori, still have it as a delicacy here in New Zealand, but it's a tradition that Barbara does. When you see, she brings bands into the country right now with this COVID thing. We've been down for about a year, so believe me, we're desperate to get back to work. Got to be honest, but there's a place in the South Island. Now, New Zealand's made up of 3 islands, right?
Right. Yeah.
Consider this tiny little island down the very, very bottom of New Zealand called Stewart Island.
Stewart Island.
Yeah, the only island that got a name. I'm serious. They ran out of imagination and called the next one South.
Stewart.
Guess what followed? North. Yeah. Great. Absolute brilliant. Applaud the person that, believe. I'm into naming things. I really am. These days, I mean, scientists are finding new planets all the time, aren't they?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and they have the audacity to go ahead and name the thing. They haven't gone there to ask the people if it's okay. They just go and name it, right? Same with the moons. They named the moons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but ours is called Moon.
Moon. Yeah. Moon. Original.
I am taking a worldwide deal right now where I want to rename the moon.
All right. And?
Yeah, I think Celestial Body Brian sounds good.
I like that one. That's not where I thought you'd go with it. Celestial.
Besides, it would look good on a check, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, there's been a man in the moon, there's been all sorts of things about the moon, but nobody's ever really given it a name. They called it Moon. How bloody boring is that?
That's pretty boring. You know, I've never thought of that.
There you go. So, as you can see, I'm into naming things. I think we could find a couple of names for the South and the North Island. We here in the North Island right now, absolutely sweltering hot, I've got to be honest, 23 degrees. And for you guys in America, 89.7 degrees Fahrenheit inside this office. It's hot. Damn, it's hot. Barbara's melting.
No.
Oh, sorry, perspiring. I apologise. Barbara's wilting away right now. She really, really is. We need to feel sorry for her. And the management won't employ any women to come in and fan us. So selfish.
I'm not.
We're humble servants here.
Honestly.
You know what I mean? We need some help. Believe me. Dan Washburn is joining us and absolutely love your new work, Dan. I really, really am. And going to catch up with you very, very shortly. I know Barbara's onto it. She is. Looking forward to that. Now, Cole Malone, half the bottle.
Yeah.
What? Couldn't you afford a whole bottle?
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, so that song was an interesting one because, again, I had the honor in 2015 of winning National North Calgary Stampede competition, and that really launched me into kind of doing more shows and stuff. So that was the first single that I ever released, was Half the Bottle, and I think I did rookie stuff. Is I stressed over writing the song, and I stressed and I stressed, and I just wrote crap. And then one night, right, I think it was before the night I was meeting the songwriters, Doug Folkens and Aaron Steenhoven. I just came up with this idea, wrote it out quickly, and then we just shaped it into Half the Bottle. And it was like, I just, you take your time, you stress about it, it doesn't work. You kind of do it relaxed and, just let it flow. Creativity happens. So that song did a lot for me. Half the Bottle, it's near and dear to my heart, yeah.
Gotta be honest with you, it is the highest ranking song here at Galaxy. 2,300 plus requests and still climbing, and really is. I'll give you the accurate numbers as they come now. 2,388
Holy
so far, and still climbing. Everybody loves this. I play it in the breakfast show all the time, just like I play Ain't No Way She's Coming Back. And believe me, our audience is going nuts about this track. It really is. So right here at Galaxy 107 FM, here is Half the Bottle. And after that, I'll explain about the Hoo Hoo Grub. Yeah, believe me, bro. 2,388 requests so far and climbing.
I am in shock. I am honestly in shock. I
hope you got a stiff drink there.
Well, it's actually because I'm trying to get in shape.
Pussy.
Don't
But
forget
later,
he's
I'm
a
gonna have
health
to.
and safety officer.
And I am in absolute shock. I really don't know what to say. You guys have made my month, week, year, whatever. This is.
I tell you what, Cole, we'll send you a copy of everything we do today, including we'll do some funny photos after this. You can put them on your wallpaper and say, you look, Kiwis, not healthy. You know what I mean? But Barbara will also make a movie for you out of what we do right now. And you'll be able to share that with all your friends, everything like that. It's a professional deal, you know what I mean? You'll also get some backstage photos that gets taken from time to time by the producer in the background, the girls in the background. They all take photos, everything like that. And I got to let you know, there's a couple of girls in here that are swooning right now, so your wife has got a bit of competition.
Oh boy.
No,
Well, hi. I can't see you, but hi.
Yeah, believe me, they're there. They are.
I have to say, I've never laughed so hard in my life with an interview talking to somebody than with you. You are amazing.
Yeah, you'll never do another interview like this, bro. And I don't know whether you would ever want to.
I would do. Oh, this is amazing. You're awesome, Brad. You're amazing. Love it.
Cool. Very cool. I used to do stand-up comedy back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I was a humble radio announcer and a humble nightclub DJ, and this little guy came up to me and says, would you like to do some comedy at the Comedy Factory? I went, yeah. So the next day, he sent a car for me. I went there. He opens the door, and then with a stone face, he looks at me, and I knew there was a crowd out there, and he just looked and went, be funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
And were you funny?
I killed them. That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I'm joined today by Cole Malone, coming out of Alberta, Canada. Gail Hammond. Thank you, brother, for joining us. Gail Hammond, legendary member of the Hammond Brothers right now, is watching everything we're doing, Cole, believe me. We love the Hammond Brothers, Gail and Dale. We really do. They tend to think I've got something to do with moonshine, though.
Okay.
Yeah, they did a voiceover for me here at Galaxy, and I'm going to talk to you about that a little later on, where they mentioned their new song, Susie, but they also mentioned that DJ Grant drinks moonshine on air. Let me just spell that for you. It happened only once or twice, 3 times. Well, it once upon a time in band camp. But it happened, it really did. Believe me, I got tore up from the floor up. They make fun of it, I absolutely love it, and we play it often, we really, really do. So, Gail Hammond, thank you for joining us. Now, at the same time, Cole, I was saying when you come here to New Zealand, that we're kind of crazy down here, down under, and we do funny things like the hoo-hoo grub. Now, have you ever heard of one of these?
No, I haven't.
Believe me,
I have not.
I'll get Barbara to send you the instructional videos, right? I'm not, just to show you that I'm not pulling your leg, but what you do is you put the live body in your mouth, rip off the head, don't eat the head, and when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
Oh, okay.
And
Hey.
you see, it's a mind thing over a taste thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah,
I do it.
nice. Because there's a place down the west coast of the South Island where they have a wild foods festival, okay? Well, you're familiar with festivals, kids wandering around, candy flies, hot dogs, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not there. Believe me.
Not there.
No, maybe a deep fried locust on a stick or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, and the management down there don't want to talk to me anymore because for the last 30 years I've been trying to get them to open up a store where you dunk women in chocolate.
I love the idea.
Yeah, believe me, all day licking, right?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you wouldn't leave that stand anywhere, would you? You really wouldn't.
Solve world debt with that, Sam. Yeah.
Yeah, believe me, you'd make a lot of money. You would.
You can't eat oysters.
You can't eat oysters. Cheryl Schofield has told me that you can't eat oysters.
Oh, Cheryl. Yeah. We've had some adventures, Cheryl and I. That was CCMA in Halifax, and the first time I tried a raw oyster, and that was one of the worst experiences I've had.
Okay.
Didn't work.
That's unfortunate. You see, we have a place right down the bottom of the South Island called Bluff, and they have the best oysters in the world.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you are.
And I'm seriously telling you, these are not only world class, they knock anything out of the park that the Americans can come up with, for instance, or anything like that. Believe me, they're really, really nice. While we're down that area, have you ever heard of a place called Queenstown?
No.
Okay, and I'm not talking Queensland like in Australia. That's where men wear dresses and high heels and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
I'm talking Queenstown. Now, Queenstown is to be honest, when you fly in there, it's like wall to wall. Believe me, there's mountains everywhere. You just drop out of the sky and land. And a very funny thing about that is the turbulence it creates is fantastic. It's a roller coaster ride on its own, right? And I'm kind of used to it. I've been doing it for a number of years. Had this rather large gentleman from America sitting in the window seat next to me, white knuckling it, literally, sweat coming down his face, pale as hell. He really, really was. And he looks at me and says, "Do you think we're going to crash?" I said, "Don't worry about it. We'll go straight to the scene of the crime." That man, literally, I saw him on his hands and knees down that set of steps on the ground, kissing the ground.
Yeah.
And
that might be me too.
Rich maiden man says, "How about Perry oysters?" Yeah, why not? Yep.
You know what? That is one thing I have not tried. And I should, because I play the Calgary Stampede pretty much every year. Yeah. But I have not tried those.
Now, listen, with you doing the Calgary Stampede, and I want to talk about this because I've been trying to get hold of the management there and trying to organise something, really basic, like maybe the running of the Santas.
Right? I know people. We could talk after.
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah, a collection of 50 fat fellas with beards running in a... Wouldn't that's far safer, far greener than hurting any bull.
Yeah, I think it's fun. You could be onto something. I think so.
Exactly.
Santas.
And if you want to combine a Kiwi sport to it, grab some gumboots and throw them at the centres as they go past.
I like this. I think you have something here.
Yeah, I believe me, I come up with some great ideas, I really do. Just think about chocolate women, for instance. You won't get past that one all day long.
That's fun.
But now in Queenstown, believe me, and it's a really, really nice little boutique town come city. It wants to be a city, it really does. Tourist town, it really is. All the A-listers go there, and believe me, Shania Twain owns property down there. Kevin Costner goes down there from time to time, same with Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, they all go there, take the significance and leave the wife at home kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Okay. You never know who you might run into there, to be honest, but got to be honest, Cole, you don't want to run into me.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Why is that?
I'll throw you off a bridge.
You throw me off a bridge.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
absolutely. We have a thing down there, and a good friend of mine that introduced the sport to New Zealand is bungee jumping.
Ah. Yeah.
Now, you're not Australian, so we'll attach the bungee.
Oh, thank you. See, I like that.
Yeah.
You guys love Canada, and we love you, so I like it. I dig
It gets to be repetitive then, doesn't it?
it. Just a whole bunch of Australians at the bottom of the bunk.
Yeah, well, that softens the blow, really, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Good for something. Good for something. They really
Yeah,
are.
that's right.
And while we're down there, and this is for real too, we'll take you on the shot over. And the shot over down there is literally these huge jet boats. Powerful like you wouldn't believe. They turn these suckers inside out, upside down, so close to... Believe me, it is scary as hell, but you won't spill a drop of your beer.
Really? I like it. And I like my beer.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And we'll introduce you to a few breweries around the way as well. Do you like wine as well?
Sorry, pardon me?
Do you like wine as well?
I like wine, yeah. I like a sweeter red wine. Yeah, you betcha.
Okay, we'll introduce you to a couple of wineries that are world class here in New Zealand. Believe me, you will love it. You really, really will. So will your wife.
He could go.
Yeah, absolutely. When is it? We got it. This sounds amazing. I want to go next week. Let's get this booked.
There you go. Believe me, lots of alcohol is involved. If you know me, like you're going to know me, and believe me, when you do contemplate on actually getting on the plane, coming here, I just want 2 words stuck in your mind.
Okay.
Bail money.
Bail money. Done.
Okay?
Bring extra bail money.
Yeah, believe you. You're going to see Grant. You need it. Okay?
Do you have a shirt? You should have a shirt that says that.
I should actually. I really, really should. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Loving that. Speaking of shirts, today's shirt is actually Terry Van Cannon's. Vimas. Yeah, absolutely. We're talking to Terry Van Cannon tomorrow, coming out of North Carolina. And believe me, what a great guy Terry Van Cannon is. And good friend to Galaxy as well. And folks, check this out. Go and, if you're into steel guitars, for instance, believe me, he is the foremost. He really is. Go and check it out. Now, I got to be honest with you, my friend. Terry's not just a one-man army. But Cole isn't a one-man army either. Happy National Beer Day. Rich Maidman. Ah, okay. Rich Maidman says it's Happy National Beer Day, Cole.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I thought it was National Guitar Pick Day.
Well, there you go. Well, for me, I thought it was G-string day. I keep breaking them on my guitar.
I'm glad you corrected that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Get your mind out of the gutter, man. Good God.
Yeah, there you go. Right?
It's only me that lead people down that road.
I know, right?
There you
we
go.
might be trouble, man. You get us together. Oh.
There you go. Have you ever heard of Azor?
No, I certainly have not.
Okay, well, I recommend alcohol before. Funny if you can do it during, and also afterwards. But believe me, before, lots before, because a Zorb is a big, round, clear, see-through ball,
Yeah.
and we put you in it and roll you down a hill.
Oh, okay, I didn't know the name of it. Yeah. Oh, geez, that sounds like a puke factory. No.
Well, well, that's true too. But don't worry, we got a hose. You'll be fine.
Great.
But it's more fun if we put some runners in front of you. Now it's like human skittles.
Yeah.
The reason for alcohol is, well, when you run over their faces, the looks are priceless, right?
Yeah. See, I like this idea. Let's do that.
Love that. You really, really do. And I tell you what, don't bother about bringing your togs. I've got plenty of man kennies. I'll give you one.
Okay, done deal. I've been working out a lot, so I will try to.
Nice.
Try to look.
Nice. It always makes me look good when I've got somebody buff with me.
See, there you go. See, that's how I used to be too.
Yeah, believe me. I was back in the day.
Yeah, love it.
Then I woke up.
Then you. I love this guy. Oh, great! You and we're gonna have a good time. Yep.
Nice. I tell you what, we just had a referendum here for the national elections not so long ago, and the two referendums we had was based on marijuana, and the other one was based on euthanasia. And believe me, one of them got through and the other one didn't.
Okay.
And believe me, we are still looking at the medical marijuana deal. It's just that it didn't quite make 2 points. You know what I mean? It was that close.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
But the other one was the referendum on euthanasia, whether we thought it was a good deal, not whatever, which got through and we are implementing now. But you see, I'm a big fan. I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm a big fan of dying in my sleep like my grandfather did.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike the passengers in his car at the time.
Oh, then I'm done.
I got him again.
Yeah.
Do you see what that guy
man.
said? Read
I got a
it.
book of them, believe me. I take you down this road, yeah.
Read
There you
what
go.
that
You gotta
guy
write
said.
a book of these.
Yeah, you will.
Rantisms.
Yeah, Barbara keeps saying to me she wants to write a book about me. I just says, write what you know. She goes, that's easy. I said, there's your first 2 pages, right there. All the rest. Is it true you need to know how to play 10 guitars in New Zealand? Only if you're a Maori. Believe me, it's the Maori national anthem. Yinka tinka, yinka tinka. Believe me, it is. Every Maori, Polynesian, everybody in New Zealand knows 10 guitars. Believe me, it's true.
And from the garage.
Hold on, Rich, how do you know about 10 guitars anyway in New Zealand? What have you been doing here in New Zealand? Come on, fess up. Let's know the story. Believe me. Jerry Toland, nice to have you on board, my friend. Terrible lol. Okay.
That is a man right there. He helped produce. He helped produce Next to Me. That's the drummer on Next to Me, One Man Army, and Ain't No Way. Gary Toland.
Absolutely brilliant. Because we're going to release to the world right now One Man Army. Now, I want to know all about it, my friend. Everybody in the world is listening. Absolutely baited. They are breathless. Tell us about it.
So in 2018, I hit a personal low. I was battling mental health issues, physical health issues, serious issues that required me to step back from music and really kind of change how I did everything, eating, sleeping, working out, everything. And I mean this with all sincerity. If I didn't make that change then, I don't know if I'd be here. But I wrote One Man Army during that time. And it became my anthem. It became that song that got me up and got me going. And when I needed extra power in the gym, when I needed something, I could turn it on, and it gave me that thing. And One Man Army was the key to kind of unlocking all of this. Lyrically, it's about kind of a man and a woman. It's about a battle back and forth, and people can take from it what they like from that. But to me, the song is so much more. This is the fire that is ignited this kind of new Cole Malone, this new sound that you're hearing with One Man Army and Ain't No Way. This is a song I wrote in my kitchen. Yeah, I wrote it very, very quickly. I was stomping my feet on the ground, and I could hear the dishes rattling. And I said, that just sounds like an army walking by. And then my next thought was, well, it's only me. So it's a one-man army, and that's what started it. And I just kind of built it from there, and it turned into right now. We were talking earlier about the stereo in your vehicle. So mine, I have a really good stereo too, and I cranked this thing right up to 10. So One Man Army, and this is my power anthem song.
Well, I'll let you know, Cole, you are permanently on my stereo playlist in my car now. I got to be honest with you, including One Man Army.
Love it.
At the same time, nice to see you've come through this. And without artists like you releasing songs and music like you do, believe me, I wouldn't have a job, and I would be very, very... the world would be, not so much of a good place without you, my friend. We need you in it, so believe me. Now, at the same time, a lot of artists that I talk to, their 5-minute songs seem to have the longevity than a song that's taken months and months and months to write. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They really do. And I talk to artists that say to me, Grant, it was written on a napkin, a McDonald's napkin. 5 minutes, we did it. And it is just a blitzer. We've played this a number of times, which we haven't said anything to anybody because we knew we were going to be releasing this right here with you live on Galaxy. And believe me, we have had everybody wanting to know who, what, when, where, how. Here it is, right here. Galaxy is Cole Malone joining us live with One Man Army. How you feeling, brother?
Oh, this is great, man. This has been the most fun I think I've ever had. This is awesome.
Nice. Well, we'll give you a copy of this so that you can relive it. Most people would put it in the bin, personally.
Oh no, you know what? This has just been an absolute honor, man. And I did it. You're a great man. I love it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. Now, are you writing more stuff right now? Are you recording more stuff right now?
Yeah. So I've been writing actually pretty heavy. I got one I've been hanging on to for a while. It is more of it's a ballad, and I think that's probably next in line because it is. I think this one's gonna knock people away.
Nice.
It's very powerful.
So Cole,
yeah.
My next question is going to be: will you release it with us? Can we have a copy? Will you come back and do another interview releasing that song?
It would be my honor. I would absolutely would do that.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you guys are playing Ain't No Way right now, so that's actually my next single in line here.
Okay.
I gave it to you guys. You guys you're the only ones in the world who have it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then it's back into do probably the song Leavin', and then I got two other songs that are really badass. So I'm writing, it's happening. It's gonna be releasing stuff, and we're gonna
Awesome. Now, do you have a website, my friend? Can people buy merch on your website? Do you have a merch store there?
No merch yet because I'm just getting everything back up and running. So there will be merch, the One Man Army merch. But I already got you written down, so don't. I'll get you something.
Nice.
It's ColeMalone.com. Just ColeMalone.com. Simple as that.
Excellent. I'll tell you why. Believe me, when I'm doing these interviews, people go see who I'm wearing, and of course I'm wearing Terry Von Cannon today, who's a good friend of ours coming out of North Carolina. They go and research and find out who it is. Before you know it, you've sold a koozie.
Love it. Hey, that's right. See, when I step back, I canceled everything. Like, I legitimately went 100% away from everything and rebuilt myself right from the ground up.
Well,
so I really, it's just building blocks getting this train back rolling again. So.
Well, believe me, on my behalf, I am so glad you've come back. I know I'm only just meeting you for the first time, but believe me, I love the work that I'm listening to.
Oh,
And as I said to you, I've been in this game almost 40 years, and I've
Yeah.
travelled around the world with some of the best in the world as not only a front of house, but also a recording engineer. That we've stopped off in some very prestigious recording studios in the world and cut a track. Believe me, I know what I like. I like Cole Malone.
Oh, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that.
Let's go back to the desk. Excuse me, I'm an asthmatic too, by the way, I'm sorry. We'll wrap this up, but don't go anywhere just yet, because we do a couple of other things after this, okay?
Sure.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I'm joined live for the release, world premiere release, One Man Army, by the man himself, Cole Malone. And so nice to have everybody else, especially Jerry. So nice to have you with us, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Terry Van Cannon, love, love, love you. We really, really do. And vicariously, Terry, love the shirt too. Colour suits me. It does. Goes with my eyes. It really does. Today we're talking to Cole Malone. And Cole, I was asking you while everybody was listening in audience to One Man Army, whether you consider coming back again and releasing new music with us. It would be an absolute honour and a privilege on our part to be able to release new music to the world from Cole Malone. Would you consider doing that?
Absolutely, sir. You betcha. I will. As soon as I get it in studio and ready, I'll let you guys know, and let's do it. Let's book it.
Absolutely brilliant. And vicariously, folks, by the way, One Man Army, nobody else has got it except for us. That's not bad, eh? Pretty good. Absolutely. Now, at the same time, my friend, we are going to have to wrap this up right here. It is 12 minutes. I've gone 12 minutes over time. You
You were
understand.
late anyway.
I was late anyway. Yeah, it's all my fault. So please hang in there, folks. But for those of you that are going to be having a look a little later on YouTube, you know what to do. Sub, thumb, bell. Bingo. Okay? Have a very happy and successful day. See you tomorrow. Cole, absolute pleasure, my friend. And please, please, please keep up that good work. We want to be able to release more stuff. Now, are you familiar with the Galaxy page on Facebook?
I am, yes. You betcha.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that is for artists to do whatever they want. If you're having a brand spanking new poster made, put it on there. If you're having a gig, put it on there. If you're writing new stuff, if you're looking for writers, put it on there. Advertise. Literally, believe me, you never know who's on there. And there's promoters, there's events people, there's fans. Everybody looks there. Promote, promote, promote. It's free. It's for you. Please, please use it. Will you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And thank you for having something where we can do that. You know, that's amazing, right? That's amazing we can share and you know, have a community.
Believe me, my friend, I've got a couple of things I'm going to talk to you about right now. So hang in there. But in the meantime, folks, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 12:15. Good afternoon.